So welcome back to Burn & Barrel, and today we have a very interesting whiskey to review today. It's not the typical, small batch, all that kind of stuff. It's a very interesting bottle here. From a distillery you've probably heard of. I would say it's craft for sure, but I wouldn't say it's like a super small craft. I wouldn't say it's like a medium. Definitely not like super small, I would say, but they're definitely not one of the larger craft distilleries. Somewhere in that middle range. So, but today we are going to be reviewing a Chattanooga whiskey. Let's see, which one is this technically? Single malt rye. A single malt rye. That's what it is. Sorry, I had it in my head and I forgot as soon as I was about to say it. So this is a straight rye malt whiskey, aged more than 4 years. So this was barreled on 9/23/2020, and this was bottled on 2/5/25. Yeah, so about 4.5 years roughly. But like you can see all that information on here on the front. This is the experimental single barrel limited edition. So this one has they kind of just pick different characteristics, qualities of their the whiskeys they have and kind of make unique blends. I don't believe this one is finished in anything. Some of them I believe are. Some of them have like unique finishes alongside the different grains and things like that, but this one I don't believe does. This one is just a unique, I guess, blend of some of their whiskey they have. So yeah, so like I said, straight rye malt whiskey, aged greater than 4 years, so about 4.5 on this. This is a 123.2 proof, so it's definitely a cask strength up there type whiskey. This is barrel number 312 if you are interested in that kind of thing. This barrel was hand selected by AJ, whoever that is. So thank you AJ for picking this barrel. So let's see, is there any other information we got on here? There's a little information on the side here talking about their experimental single barrel series and how it's a unique thing that they like to do, but there's nothing more information on this. I think you can maybe find more information online about this. I don't know that for sure, but I think I've heard that maybe you can look it up, and if you give a barrel number, you can kind of maybe get some more information about it. I could be making that up, but I think that's the case. If not, you could probably just search up your specific barrel number or this one specifically, so like barrel 312, and look up, hey, what is so special about this limited edition experimental single barrel from Chattanooga, kind of that thing, and see what's found online, because I think there is going to be some information, but I just don't know what that is off the top of my head. So but like I said, this is obviously in Chattanooga, Tennessee. If you've ever been in the area, I've been through there several times, and you'll find signages like billboards and stuff for them. It's especially popular in the immediate city. And definitely, I've been all over the South, finding like Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee. You can find their distribution a good bit actually. So that's why I was saying it's not really like a super small craft distillery, but it's also not like a super large one either. It's very middle groundish for me. But either way, so yeah, I have this bottle. I got about 3/4 full. This was not a fresh buy for me. I bought this from a buddy, and he was getting rid of some of his bottles, and so this was about up to here or so. Maybe when, like, definitely about 3/4 full. So I've only had like a pour out of this, like shortly after I first got it, which was like, I think sometime middle or end of last year. So it's been a while since I've actually tasted this bottle. And if you've watched my last video on the Irons 1, you'll know that I also had that one before. And it was just a little bit different than what I was expecting. I won't talk too much about it. I'll let you go watch that video if you haven't, but I'm hoping we'll see something different with this one. I'm hoping that this one has opened up, I guess, in good ways, and opened up in ways that I will appreciate instead of any other way. So, yeah. But let's just get right into it. I have talked plenty, and let's get right on to the color, which the color on this, again, for being a 4-year product, really good, actually. 4.5 years old, really good color here. Definitely on the darker side. You would get this from like maybe a 6 to 8 year, I would assume. I would guess anyway, just from the color. But the actual color of this is very nice, dark amber color that just, I mean, it's beautiful. It's a nice color, especially in the bottle and in this Glen. Very good quality color here. So let's just get right into the nose. So immediately I'm hit with a bunch of strong notes. Like I said, this is 123.2 proof, so it's definitely up there in proof. It's gonna have that like beefiness behind it to back it up, but it definitely comes with a punch, and not a bad one. There's just a lot there. Immediately what I get is like mint. I get a whole lot. I get a good bit of mint, like it's almost like a mint gum kind of thing. Very like spearminty, which I really like. I really like that note. Spearminty, a little chocolatey actually. Almost reminds me of like a mint chocolate chip ice cream with that minty and chocolate combined there. I wouldn't say I get a lot of vanilla, but I mean, you can maybe pick something out with that to kind of form that note all together, but chocolatey, minty, maybe a little lemony. It's not super dark, I would say. Definitely some ethanol in there too, just from the proof. So you kind of can't just like dig your nose all the way in there. You kind of have to smell up here or maybe at the edge of the glass, but I wouldn't, especially with this one. This one's, I got some punch to it. You don't want to like ruin your nostrils just by sticking your nose halfway into this one, especially. But yeah, no, this one's minty, chocolatey, a little lemony. That's the main notes I'm getting, most of the first two, but super bright, nothing super dark, but it does have a punch to it that I am very much enjoying. So let's get right into the palate and see what it tastes like. So immediately, you're hit with that flavor again. Just an absolute bomb of flavor. So I still get that chocolatiness on there, which is really nice. Definitely a little bit of a chocolatey note. I get more lemon than I did on the nose. Definitely more lemony. And it honestly takes a minute to adjust because it's so, I wouldn't say powerful in terms of proof, but at least the flavors have so much of a punch that when I first tasted it, it was just like kind of like an overload of information to where I couldn't really tell what was going on. But now that it's kind of settled in, we've kind of like gone through that, it is much easier to distinguish those notes. Yeah, definitely chocolatey, a little lemony. I get a little bit of like a tobacco-y note on there as well, which is very nice, which was not present whatsoever on the nose. But definitely like a little earthy tobacco right there, along with those original notes. As you get more towards the end, I get more of a caramel influence coming in as well. I don't get any super woodiness. Again, it continues with that just like tobacco-y, little earthy, caramelly kind of a note on the finish. Yeah, and then that lemon kind of just, it teeters through, but it's not like, I would say it's a big player in the finish, but the finish, I mean, keeps going. I mean, it's still going. Definitely a long finish, which I really do enjoy. Yeah, this one has a ton of flavor to it, a ton of flavor. But I will warn, it is a big boy pour. I will not slight you in any way about that. This is absolutely one of those pours that you either need to be expecting proof and have had some higher proofs before, or be ready to kind of mangle and wrangle with this one just a little bit, because it's not going to apologize. It's not going to just be nice and light about it. It's definitely just going to be just packing a punch you right in the mouth type pour here, which is good. I like it because especially if the notes are really good, which in this case it is, you're going to get a fantastic experience, especially as you sit down with it longer and maybe it opens up a little bit, gets a little oxygen. It's going to be a great experience. And I think for me, this has been a fantastic experience from nose to the palate. Like everything has been just pleasant. So, but I think that's going to be it for this review. As for a rating, honestly for me, this is like an 8. I mean, this is so good. The only thing that knocks it down just slightly would be a bunch of nitpicking things. Like it's just like nothing. I think there's some better flavors out there, but that list is very, very short. For me anyways, that list is very short. And I like very interesting things. I like the unique finishes, which I have a bottle that I'll be reviewing probably here soon in the next couple videos that you'll see is a unique finish as well. It's a rum finish, so I'm very excited about that. But I like the kind of unique either experimental series or limited edition series or unique finishes, like all of those kinds of things, not just with Chattanooga but with all sorts of distilleries. That's kind of my jam, and I really do enjoy the standoutingness, if that's a word, just how much it stands out, I guess. I really enjoy that quality and that aspect of a lot of whiskeys. So for this one, because it is unique in the flavor profile and what they've done, I really do like it, and it really is unique. It stands out for me. Very memorable, I guess what I'm trying to say. So easy 8 out of 10 for me. If you can get this bottle or any of Chattanooga stuff, I've tried a couple of other Chattanooga bottles. Very good stuff. Highly recommend them, and especially if you, like I said, get this one or any of the other experimental series. I'm pretty sure they're all going to be really good. And I don't think this one's super expensive. I want to say it's definitely about in the 60 to 80 bucks range. So like, yeah, it's a little bit more expensive, but I think what you get for it is well worth it. And like I said, a very unique experience that you won't really forget. So, but that's it for today. Like I said, if you want to check out a summarized version of this review, be sure to check the description down below, as always. Don't forget to check out these videos that you see here on screen now. It's a couple reviews that I've done on my channel, and be sure to check out some other reviews that I've done as well. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time here on Burning Barrel.